What's up, geeks and gamers? Today I'm going to be doing a short walkthrough video of one of the first areas you get to in Dark Souls HD Remastered for the Nintendo Switch. So we start off in Firelink Shrine, which is going to be our home base for most of the game, at least up until I've gotten much farther than this area right now. So this is how you get to the Undead Burg from Firelink Shrine, and I'm going to show you guys how to clear the Undead Burg, how to get through some of the tricks and traps that you might find there. So you have to fight these people who block your way there. And I am a much higher level than you are normally when you face this area at the beginning of the game. So you're going to want to go in this tunnel here, this sewer. When you get here the first time, this gate's closed, so the only place you can go is left up here, and this is going to be your first introduction to the Undead Burg. Okay, you're going to climb up here, and then watch out to the left. There's going to be two guys. I recommend locking on by clicking on the analog stick, and then of course shielding if you have the shield. Something you can do, I recommend, is running over here and just grabbing. This guy will have a large soul, I believe, or maybe just a soul of a nameless soldier, something like that. Yeah, you can jump by holding run and then pressing A right when you get to the end, or I believe the square button if you're playing on a PlayStation device. So watch out, there's another guy, an undead soldier in this room. And so far so good. We're doing everything as needed. The first time when you come through here, this guy will have something too, so I recommend grabbing that. But the areas in this game are actually relatively linear, although as you can see here, there's a couple places you can go to that give you sometimes really good items, most of the time just a lot of souls, so you just want to be on the lookout for that. Climb up here. This is actually kind of a tough area the first time. You're going to want to watch out for the guys shooting the crossbow from above. You'll want to take him out pretty quickly, because he can get annoying, even at a high level that I'm at. And something you're definitely going to want to do, so go through, this door will be closed, but you can open it. Nothing scary here, but this guy is holding either souls or an item, so you want to grab something from there. And here's one of the most useful areas. Do not overlook this area. You're going to be wanting to come back and forth to here. I mean, I still even come here after I've gotten way farther than the Undead Burg. But if you break these boxes, there's stairs going down. Watch out for this guy. He's hiding behind these inanimate objects. And here we have our friend who sells us many useful things. I recommend getting the bottomless box, which you'll have the first time, and he has all kinds of weapons. The short bow is really great. He's got arrows. He's got some good armor too. I'm still wearing the chainmail that he sold me from the beginning of the game, so very good stuff. Highly recommend it. Going down here just takes you to, this is how you can get to that upper room that you saw from earlier. I'll just show you real quick. So you see, even though I'm a very high level, it's you know, for the small amount of hits that I've taken so far, I'm already pretty down. So this area is actually pretty tough when you're lower level, but some of the best times you have in this game are going back to earlier areas once you've leveled up and just feeling like a complete monster, just destroying those enemies that took you so long before. So that guy has something, and if you run and jump off here, there's something in this building up here in the balcony as well. I can't remember what it is, but it is something. So we are back where we were. So far so good. Undead Burg, not too hard to navigate. Right across from where the crossbow guy was firing is the bonfire for this area, which will be your little base of operations as you go through this area multiple times to collect enough souls to level up. This ladder is actually a shortcut that isn't available until you get a little bit farther. You have to kick it down to be able to use it, but I'll show you guys later where that comes from. for right now, we'll just take you across the bridge. Again, pretty straightforward. Now this door as well, also closed. It's another shortcut. One of the really cool things about this game and the areas is that they really designed it well to go together, and that you can get through it much easier once you've opened up some of the shortcuts that lead back to earlier areas. Chest in this room, you'll want to get that. Now these guys up here throwing fire bombs are the most annoying. They're right above us right now, but we'll take care of them. Watch out, the guy in the back here has a firebomb as well. Which, so far, and I'm like level 30, they still deal you damage, they still stagger you, you can't shield them. Very annoying, the firebomb people. But the cool thing is they do drop them. Sometimes, he didn't drop it, but and you can also buy them from that fellow who I showed you earlier who sells stuff. He's a very handy guy. I do recommend firebombs actually in this area. They can help you beat some tougher enemies. Very useful. And now one of the things you can buy from that guy is called the residence key, and that lets you open this door, which just the store alone is worth it, because down here in the yard there's a treasure chest which gives you 3 pine resin, which you can apply to your right-hand weapon to get it the thunder element, which is the sole reason I beat the gargoyle twins. The thunder element is really good. Actually, adding elements to your weapon is just good overall. Something we'll look out for is down here there is a black knight, and you'll see a couple of these guys. I think we've seen 3 so far. He stands right here to guard this body, which is holding a really cool ring. And the ring gives you boosted defense when your HP is low, but this guy is standing right here. But what you can do is you can shoot him from afar, stand on the stairs, and then lead him around in a big loop. And you can jump out the backyard of this residence to grab that ring real quick without actually ever killing him. Now this guy, the first time you're going to want to approach more carefully, because he's hiding behind a barrel at the top of the stairs, which he pushes down and rolls, and it'll knock you over and deal a lot of damage. So you want to watch out for that. Door's closed. So you go up 2 flights here. On the second flight, I believe it was this one, in one of these barrels is a lizard that gives you titanite shards. So you'll definitely want to destroy the barrels and slay it really quickly. Those help you upgrade your armor, weapons. Mostly recommend using it on weapons because armor is a lot easier to find in this game. And then actually, the first time you come through here, this door will be white. So you have to traverse the white light to go through here, and then you're stuck on this bridge area until you defeat the boss, which will jump out from atop that other parapet, that other tower. The first thing you want to do when you're fighting him is climb up here and kill the crossbowmen that are up there. And then the enemy he'll stand right here, and you can just run and jump off using the R button to deal a massive chunk of damage to him. And then I usually lure him to the far end of this and then run back, climb up the ladder, and then rinse and repeat. So you can just kind of cheese this enemy by using the downward thrust attack. So that's how you beat him. I forget what it's called. It's like the bridge demon or something, I don't know. And then of course when you're done with that, you can come through here. And when you come through here, this door will be closed. Okay? But this is how you continue in the Undead Burg. But you need a key to get that door. How do you get that key? Well, you'll have to go halfway across this bridge first. Don't worry, the dragon will not. He might attack me this time, but yeah, the first time he attacks with his flames, but I don't believe he'll do it again. So I'll be careful this time, and we'll give it a shot, and we'll see. If he does it again, I'll have to do something else here. But you just need to make it halfway. Yep. So you make it halfway and go through here. And this is where things start linking up and you start really feeling like a boss. So this is actually, kick this ladder down, and that's the room I showed you about previously with the bonfire and everything. You can heal up there. And then you've made a nice little shortcut to the rest of this area. So you got to go through here. I'm going to show you where the key location is to continue exploring the Undead Burg. Watch out for this guy. And there's one more guy too. It's kind of tough to be fighting in this location, but that's alright. So you come through here. I'll show you something cool on the way back. I forgot to show you, but I'll show you a neat little tip trick that'll help out some new people. I didn't do it on my playthrough, but you can do it. And you're gonna be careful about these rats. If they hit you a couple times, you can become poisoned, and at this point in the game you don't really have anything to cure poison, so you're going to want to watch out for that. Let's climb up here. If you go up here, there'll be another Black Knight who will give you probably one of his weapons. The one that I showed you his location earlier, I got this sword from, which is really good, so if you can somehow kill him, I recommend getting that. But when you come through here, you have to fight this guy. And then on those stairs there, midway, there'll be a giant boar creature, which I just recommend the bow and arrow for. You can, it's all armored except for its behind. So if you shoot that multiple times and then just keep ducking into the small doorway, you can take him out pretty easily. And the location of the key, which you guys want to get to the lower Undead Burg, is going to be in here, which is to the right of where that boar creature will be. So there's just these wimpy guys in there. He leads you into an ambush, so watch out. See, there's two on either side, and he gets some other ones. And then this guy followed me. So just take out all the enemies you can see. You know, be careful. I can afford to be a little more reckless because I'm farther along at this point. But one of these guys, maybe, I think it's one like up there, will have the key. So you just get the key and then head back to the dragon area, and I'll show you guys something real cool on that dragon bridge. Alrighty guys, so we're here on the dragon bridge, and as our good online friend shows us, this is actually right. His weakness is the tail, and what you can do is if you have bow and arrow, hold it with two hands, just shoot the tail. You'll need maybe like 100 arrows. It's kind of a lot, but if you shoot it multiple times, and once the tail falls off, it actually turns into a really good sword that you can use. That'll get you through a good portion of the game, actually. So that's something that you can do if you don't want to kill the Black Knight for a good weapon, or if you're having trouble finding a good weapon. I would recommend doing that, and then just, you think you need a lot of dex and strength to wield it, but it is worth it. So give it a shot. So now we can go back. Oh, yike! Forget. I don't know. He does it when he feels like it, guys. He does it when he feels like it. Okay, so we have the key now, so we can go in here and keep exploring the Undead Burg, which is the area I'm walking you guys through today. Hey, if you want to see more walkthroughs of any portion of this game, give me a holler down in the comments section, or you can even at me on Twitter. It's at gamer_sublime. I'd love to walk you guys through some more portions of this awesome game on the Nintendo Switch. It's actually for pretty much every console now except for Xbox, so give it a play if you haven't. It's a lot of fun, especially for the first time. It's kind of spooky. Okay, so when you come to the lower section, you're going to want to turn right immediately, and this opens up another shortcut. So it's that door I showed you guys about earlier that leads you into the room with the three gentlemen. So open that, and that gives you, you'll probably want to rest of the bonfire too for the first time, but that kind of opens up this area a lot. The lower area is actually pretty tough. You got these dogs who, if they attack you enough, you'll bleed, which just kills you very quickly. It's kind of like poison if you get hit a couple times. And the purple bar gets up to the top, then you'll start bleeding and take damage a lot. So you're going to want to watch out for that. But if you go through here, there's some fun things. The residence key also gets you in here, which is very important because that gets you one of the sorcerers. an NPC who was a sorcerer is trapped in here, and he's actually back at Firelink Shrine now, being basically useless. But if you want to choose that path for your character, sorcerer path, you can find him in here and find some clothes for him. Down here there's a soul of a soldier. You just gotta kill these guys. I already got it, but I just want to show you. So the first time, this guy right here will have like a large soul or something. So just showing you guys the spots that you want to go to through your first time here. Now you're going to want to have full health. Be very careful as you come to this point because 3 thieves will ambush you. I recommend getting this guy first in this room, but then you're going to have to watch your back because this guy comes out of the other room pretty quickly, and then one comes from further down, which is right there. Okay, and so these guys are pretty tough. Their weapons also inflict bleed, so you're gonna watch out for that. Watch out for that. And then there's 2 dogs down here, and 3 more thieves who are hidden in these doors, which will not be open the first time. They'll only open after you get to a certain point. So I'll just lure the dogs out first. Oh, everyone's coming. Okay, so these people will not be that easy the first time, so take precautions. In here there'll be a guy that has something, and I believe in one of these doors too there'll be something else. This will be white light. You can traverse the white light. I'll just show you what's in here. This is actually going to be one of the toughest bosses in the game, the Capra Demon you fight, and the reason he's so tough is because he's in such a small little area. But I'll give you a quick rundown on how to beat him. So he'll be like right here when you start and come at you with 2 giant weapons. So if you run, basically the only way to beat him is run for the stairs as fast as you can, and then you can just kind of sit here and nothing can get you here except the little dogs. So you'll kill the dogs here and then just jump off and do a slashing attack on the Capra Demon a couple times. That's how I defeated him, that's how all my friends defeated him, and I don't know any other way to actually defeat him. And so the last section of the Undead Burg is to the right here. You'll come down here. You'll see 1 thief in the open. There's going to be 1 right here that you just want to take care of first so he doesn't get you in the back. And then you can just make short work of this guy too. And that's basically it. We just have 1 more linking shortcut to take care of. This door gets you to the depths, which will be closed until a later portion of the game. And this is the room we want. Watch out for this guy shooting an arrow. I'm not going to deal with him now, but after you get through all those monsters, it might be the last thing you're thinking is they put another guy right there, but just be wary. And this is not an enemy. This is someone who sells you very good things. And especially important, the moss. The red moss reduces bleeding, the purple moss reduces poison, which is very helpful. Costs a lot, but it's helpful. And then we're back in our tunnel, which we were in at the beginning. And it'll link us right back up to the beginning of the Undead Burg. Open this door from this side, and we're set. We're all back at Firelink Shrine. If we just take a left. Here we are, back at the shrine. These guys come back again. But they will seem easy by the time you get through the Undead Burg. These guys will be nothing. And that's it. That's how you get through the Undead Burg. You'll notice it's a lot easier to get through once you link up all the different shortcuts that take you through that place. You'll be running through that place a lot, but it'll actually give you some great weapons. Lots of souls, level you up a lot, and it's a place you'll come back to even as you get further along in the game, because some of the best shops are there, some of the best stuff for sale. And yeah, really great area. Fun game. If you guys would like to see more walkthroughs of any section of this game, let me know and in the comments down below, and I can show them to you.